Hi everybody, this is Sarah. Today I'm going to set up my bullet journal. I'm a month behind 2020 setting this up, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to get this set up for just starting now for the rest of the year, and I've been keeping my notes, my to-do list in just a legal pad, and I'm going to get that moved into my, just a bullet journal. Anyhow, I get these at Walmart, so they're nice because I kept the cover so I can remember what they are. Exceed hardcover dotted book. So you get two little ribbons to mark your pages. There's the elastic thing to cover it and a little pocket in the back, and it's just a dotted cream colored page. I'm not super fancy in my bullet journal. I keep it pretty simple, but I'll show you what works for me and how I keep organized with all the things. In the meantime, I'll show you some things I've picked up just to have some fun with it this year, and some other things I found. I went to Joann's just to see what was going on because they were having an 80-90% off clearance on some things, and I wanted to get a few new pieces of paper and some stickers, just some fun things to have for card making and scrapbooking and a bullet journal and whatnot. So the first thing I found when I got there were these Cricut paper pads. So I thought these were really nice for, they're the modern graphics. So they are double-sided paper with a print on one side and a solid on the other. Very modern, and I thought it would be nice for Father's Day cards and other thank you note cards, birthday cards, that kind of thing, where you want more of a modern look. And then, and I should say these were 80 or 90% off the clearance price, so it was really just a good deal. I picked this up, which is the foil embossed paper Golden Craft, and I just thought these were really pretty. The envelopes they made on the front were just really caught my eye. And so you can see there's dots, scallops, stripes, and a little stylized floral pattern. So I thought that was really pretty. And this one I was super excited about, the Deluxe Paper Steel Plate. I thought this was so cute. They made this little toolbox. Mimi did a toolbox maybe last year or the year before, and I thought this would be really cute paper to try that with. Anyway, you can see there is the steel plate, and it's a pattern on one side and then solid on the other. Steel plate, and then this gray pattern. I guess they're technically all kind of like steel plates, but just different kinds. So anyway, I thought they were really cute. Really happy about those. And those will be fun to add into my paper stash. I found some cute little tags, these little clear tags that say just for you, or they have a little heart on them. You can see a little bit better. Here there's a heart, or it says just for you. And I thought these would be nice for Valentine's Day. And then I found these, some super cute stickers. Wow, I'm gonna have to put it like that. See them all go through them. Anyway, they're travel stickers. They're 3D stickers. I say 3D, they've got dimension to them. So there's a passport, American passport, greetings, a little getaway, some stars, adventure, airmail, luggage, a compass, some stamps. I thought these were so cute. And then I got this sticker, and again, it's dimensional, and I just really like it. It's got this nice wooden look arrow. I guess it actually would. No, it's chipboard that's laminated to look like wood. And then, it's just really nice colors, and I like this. So, and then for my wedding album, I got these wood look dimensional stickers. This one says ever after, lovebirds, you and me, bliss. This one I probably won't use. That's not too much my style. Then this Mr. and Mrs. And also for my honeymoon scrapbook or journal, however you're gonna look at it, are these palm trees. We went to the Seychelles, and they're famous for their coconuts. So see if I can can find a picture of one and I'll put it up on the screen. But that's what they're famous for, and I saw these coconuts in the palm trees and definitely had to get these for that album. And they also have giant tortoises, just like in the Galapagos. I mean, different than the Galapagos tortoises, the Seychelles tortoises, but they have them there. And so I found at another store, a different time, found some tortoise stickers to put in. Right, and so let's get into the bullet journal. I found these on clearance. I thought this was nice because I don't have to write. I can use my stamps, and I like that. Anyway, there is the days of the week, the numbers. I don't know if I'll do that. I might just write those. The months, some little different stamps, just, travel, weather, idea, thumbs up, whatever, things like that, little flags to cut out. And this I liked as well because one of my goals this year is I really like to cook, and it's one of the things that makes me happy. So I wanted to put together a meal plan for the week. And I thought this was nice because I can build this into my bullet journal, and it's got the menu, it's got a way to do my grocery list and whatnot if I want to. So I thought it was cute. I've got the pig, the chicken, the beef, the pork, chicken, beef, what's for dinner, dining out or takeout, because certainly, we're going to do that for sure. I'm not we're definitely going to eat out probably once a week, but it's good to have the menu kind of pre-planned, and I can go through with my husband and make sure we're both on the same page with that. It's just, we stay healthier and at a healthier weight when we do that. So I'll work on those. Then also on clearance, I found these little sticker pads, and I'm going to slice these open. These were, again, on clearance. So these were 90% off when I went. But they have hello today, fun day, let's see here, to do, check it, the weekend, just some yay stickers. So these will be cute, I think. Live my best life, do more of what makes you happy. Maybe if we sit extremely still, Monday won't be able to see us. That's great. Anyway, yeah. These are cute, so I'll be able to put some of these in the journal, and this will be fun. I don't do this, so it'll, I think it'll be nice to have some cute little stickers in there. Let's see what's in here. All right. Just a girl with plans. Everything you ever wanted is one step outside your comfort zone. Hustle. But first, all the coffee. Cheers to that. Plan. Goals. Jot it down. Okay. There's some little graph papers. Those are cute. A lot of those. Today, to do. A couple of pages of those. Weekly focuses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's nice. So you can use that for maybe like a main, like if you have a week where you're going to be really busy, and like if you have a specific thing you need to get done each day, that might be a nice thing to put down. That's just a pretty little note place. Pink one of the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't know what I'm going to use those for, but I'm sure something, or maybe nothing. We'll see. Let's go ahead and we'll get this bullet journal set up. Okay, so I have this opened up here, and the first 1, 2, 3 pages I'm going to put as my index so that I can just keep track of what's in the rest of the journal. I actually have also, I've forgotten, it's amazing how you forget what you have, but I have this stamp of the month from Close to My Heart. It's S1509 Paper Garden. So anyway, I'm going to use that as well here, and it's got a little index tab, important, read this, hello, some nice little things, little note page and whatnot. So some of these I'll use. Won't use all of them, but some of them I'll use. So I'm going to use some Memento Luxe ink to do my stamping. Maybe that's Memento Luxe in Tuxedo Black. Hi, Editing Sarah here. Anyway, I went ahead and stamped on the book with that Memento Lux ink and my stamps, I found that I needed to remember to put something behind the cover of the book since there wasn't support. I didn't get a great impression. To be honest, it doesn't bother me. I think it looks nice, and sometimes that distressed look can be cute. So I was happy with that. Okay, so I went ahead and numbered my pages using the stamp set that I got, the Park Lane stamp set, which I had a lot of fun doing. I used different color ink every 20 pages or so. I only made a couple mistakes, so not too bad. And anyway, I will skip past all of this because you guys know how to number pages. You can use a stamp set, number them by hand, use stickers, whatever you want to do. Okay, I got all of the pages numbered. I stopped recording because we had to get to 237. So went ahead and got to that number, and I am back. So after we do the index, the next thing I like to put in is my future log. And I just do this January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So there'll be 3 months per page. And this is really where, you know, I'm just putting in things that I know are coming up in the future, birthdays or planned vacations or whatever, as a quick place to kind of see what's going to happen in that month. This is really just a quick reference for what I know is happening and to keep track of stuff. My dog's sneezing in the background. Anyway, I'm going to put that together here. Okay, so I'm going to divide the page evenly, as close to evenly into thirds as I can using a ruler, and mark this out 3 months per page. And once I have this set up with the months separated with a line, I go ahead and stamp at the top and write in future log using one of those Park Lane stamp sets, and then go back and update my index. Okay, so I finished my future log, and I made a mistake and stamped on the wrong page, so I just put some gesso down and restamped. And then this is going to be a monthly, so it's going to be like this, right? With January was written out, and then just like this, it'll have a place for January tasks and habits, and but it'll be for February. Okay, so I'm going to stamp at the top and put in February with the Park Lane stamp set. And then about halfway down, I'm going to put in the habit tracker on the right-hand side of the journal. The next thing I do is I put a number for each day of the month on the left-hand side, and then I also put down the day of the week that occurs on, and I leave a little space on the left so I can make a star if something important's happening that day, or something else is going on that I need to mark that day specifically for. And then I mark off every week so I know when the week starts and stops. I go Monday through Sunday. Some people go Sunday through Saturday. It's however you want your week set up, you can do it. Also, you'll see I'm just using black pen. I like to keep things really simple, and I just use whatever pen I've got. I didn't do this right, and it's because I was doing it late at night and I was tired, so I had to put a little gesso down and come back in and redo that. But that's okay. It's my journal, and honestly, it doesn't really bother me. So for the habit tracker, what I do is I work backwards. So there are 29 days in February this year, and so I need to have 15 spaces for the full month, and I do it kind of layered. You saw 1 through 14, then 15 through 29. And then I put in my goals very kind of in a shorthand, and draw that out with a ruler. So I think I keep a little ruler in the back pocket of this journal so that I can add things on the go if I need to. And that's really the only tool I keep. All right, as soon as I got that monthly spread done, I decided to go ahead and put in a section for February where I can write down every day a little thing that happened that day that made me happy, that I loved, and I called it Love Notes. I then decided to move forward with setting up the weeklies. And again, like I said before, I said this anyway, I set up the whole month of weeklies ahead of time. So the way this is set up is on the left-hand side of the page for the weekly, I put down the days of the week for a week. And then on the right-hand side, I put in the tasks. And so like you saw in that January spread, I put down the key things I know that are going to be happening or that I'm planning for that week. And then as new tasks come up that week, I add them over on the right-hand side. And this makes it really easy for me to, if I need to migrate a task, move it to the next week, and also keep track of what's happening during the day. So anyway, I'll continue to speed through this, and you can watch me do the stamping and setup of this part of the journal. Okay, so I am, forgot to hit record, but here I put in that little what's for dinner stamp I had, and then it came with this, there's a nice little border that it came with, so I put that in for each of the days. So I tried black there and it didn't look that good, so I switched to purple on the rest of the days so I can write in any ideas I have for meals that, that week. Maybe I want to make a fancy breakfast on weekend and so anyway, I can just take a picture of this with my phone when I go to the store and write down what I want to do. I need to put a legend in. So I'm setting up the legend. You can see I learned my lesson and I put something behind the cover of the book so I got a good impression. And this is just a stamp I really like. Life's adventures waiting out there. It's motivational to me and I like to look at it. Anyhow, I go ahead and set up my legend here, and you'll see that I put in a bullet or a dot for the task that's ongoing, an X for a completed task. A migrated task is a right-facing arrow. A started task has a line through the dot. Something that's important is a star. Something that I love, it has a heart. And an idea, I put an exclamation point. It's a very simple legend. And of course, you can add more or less things as your heart desires. Really, a bullet journal is very customizable. I think also really importantly, bullet journal can be as fancy or as simple as you want. I use stamps here just because I found some fun ones that made it fun for me to set this up, and may or may not continue to use those throughout the course of the year. Certainly, you can use just a pen and the paper and really get the same results, or you can decorate it. There are a lot of people that really use this almost like an art journal and really do a nice job decorating and painting and drawing things in their journal. So I'm going to go ahead and do a walkthrough of the setup and the bullet journal so you can see how it all comes together. So here is the legend, and then I have my index, and you can see I've already filled in some of this already. And then I have my future log, which is kind of the year at a glance idea. So 3 months per, and then it goes all the way through to December. So I've already started filling in the birthdays and things. Acrylic ink rolls in April if you're into daily painting. I'm really looking forward to that. And then Inktober and October, I really enjoy Inktober as well. And then major holidays and birthdays I put in. My 2020 goals, I need to fill this in, and the project ideas. This is so when I'm just, I carry this around with me. It's at my desk or my purse, and so when I come up with an idea, I'll put it in here for future just projects I'm going to do on my own, or maybe even YouTube videos. If there's anything you guys would like to see, you all would like to see, let me know. So we have the project ideas, and then we get to the monthly spread. See, we have January, and then I do, like I showed you, the days and the dates, and then the days, and I leave a place to star important things that need to happen. And then if there's a couple extra days in the week, like here it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for January, but Saturday and Sunday are February, so I still put those here and make sure I have a place for that. Then I have a place for any monthly tasks I know I want to get done. So like I wanted to start my 2020 bullet journal, so I got that done. You can see I have the X here, and all of my other tasks for those days were done. I keep a magnetic bookmark in my journal to put things I need to keep track of. Like here I have my sister's card for her store, rebelseedclothing.com, and so I keep it here because I needed to remember to go on there and order a new shirt from her. And then I have my habit tracker. And so again, I didn't have this set up for the first 3 weeks of January, so I didn't keep track of the first 3 weeks of January fully. But I feel pretty good about where I was by the end of this, and I did make it to the gym and cook and do the things that I wanted to do in January. I started picking up because I was tracking my habits, and I think that's one of the really important things about the habit tracker is you can, for me, it's motivating to see what my goals are and track those. So this is the January weekly that I did, and you can see I'm tracking my vitamins, like I said, the gym. Here's my dog going to the vet, and the landscape maintenance guy coming. I didn't have the cute little what's for dinner set up on this page, but I put in what I was cooking, and then my tasks for the last week, which I was able to get done. I use these Post-it notes. I have a variety of colors. I have these blue ones and purple and I think an orange to mark when the months start. So again, here's a February layout. I have my February tasks and my habit tracker. Already started to fill that out. And then that gets us to a weekly view. What I do with my page markers is I put the current monthly with the page marker, and then the current week is the next page marker so I can get to it quickly. I've got my love notes. I'm getting ready to fill in for today. And then here we go for planning out what's going to happen next week. So I know next week Sadie's having her dental on Friday, so she can't have any food after midnight. I know I need to schedule a pet sitter for upcoming travel, and I'll fill in the rest of this when I sit down tomorrow for my, I say my me time, but I sit down and look at this on Sundays, and then look to see what needs to happen that week. And then if there's anything important going on, one thing I look at also on Sundays, if there's anything important going on for work, then I'll make a note on my weekly calendar, like for if I'm starting at an odd time or an odd hour, or I have a late meeting or something like that, so I know not to schedule a personal thing on those days. And then it continues, here's that layout for the next week, and that just continues on for the rest of February. And then my first task the last week of February is to set up the March plan. So I'll start that on the next page. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. And I think one thing I am going to add to this, probably at the back here, is the last couple of pages are recipes that I'm enjoying, so that I can keep a list of those, and maybe even just use standard size Post-it notes to write down the recipe, stick it in the back, and then at the end of the year I'll have a list of recipes that I've enjoyed, and I can start putting together maybe a recipe book or something like that. So another project, right? We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you very much, and I really hope this helps you see how easy it is to set up a bullet journal, and how easy it can be and simple it can be to set one up and use them. Anyway, thanks so much, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like to watch. Bye.